Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So, it's about 3 o'clock, the 2nd of September. It's Tuesday. That one says 91.5. That one says 90. My batteries aren't fully charged. They were earlier in the day. The sun's kind of at a bad angle for them. This one says 30.6 centigrade. It is hot out, guys. It is hot. So, let me show you what I've been up to. Hopefully, you guys will see that I still know how to take things apart. It's debatable whether I know how to put them back together again, but I do know how to take things apart. The John Deere, I wanted to get moving on it. That way, I got a decision point. And there is stuff everywhere. I can now answer the question how long it takes to pull a rear end out of one of these things, and the answer is 3 hours. So it took 3 hours to get this thing out. By the way, I built this cradle. I don't know how well, I don't want to get the sun in your eyes here. Just the details, right? 2x4 coming up. I notched it, put a plywood plate on it to keep it from falling off. That's where the saw advanced, so it's pretty solid. Put it into the trailer, right, and put screws in it here. And though it's on the ground here, when I lift the trailer up, it'll lift that up off the ground, so I can bring it around back, which is a good thing. Some good news on the rear end. If you look at the hub there, check this out. The wheel, I think you guys can see it, right? Both wheels move like that, so they're not seized, which is a good thing. That's what the rear end is. I think you guys could see it, right? Peerless gear division of Tecumseh, and then there's patent numbers, and there's that additional number there. I don't know, could you guys see all that? Including the additional number. RE 32.125. There's the patent number. And once again, that's the numbers I saw on it. You see this crack here? And it's cracked across here and down. If you look at the back side, you got a hole here, and you can see it's cracked all the way across, right? And this crack goes up. Right, and I showed you it's right across here and here. So I wouldn't call this rear end fixable. The only other marking I saw on it was that one. I don't know, could you guys see it right there? That's the only other marking. So for you guys who kind of do this a little bit more for a living than I do, I got grease on my hand. Rather not get it on the camera. Give me 1 second. And to that I'm thinking Wally and WTBM 123, Musty One. You guys do more of this than I do. Is this a common rear end? I don't know. Have you guys pulled any? Is this the kind of rear end I would find in a Sears? It's not the Spicer, obviously. It's the Peerless, and that's all the markings on it. And there's the rev number. Just let me back off a little. You guys could see this thing in the front here. This is how you shift it. Obviously, there's the pulley. It's got the pulley with the what do they call those, pinch rings or pinch ring clamps that goes in a groove. Use a pair of pliers and just spread them and take them off. Right, you guys can see that, I think. Yeah, you guys can see it. So there it is. The good thing about having taken this apart like this is now I can kind of get it out of here when I move it out of here, and I can continue to work. The other thing is right now it's in the sun, but I could just roll it over here and put it in the shade. So I've been I'm pleased with this thing for working on them. I think it's working out well for me. I could also, if the beauty of having this thing sit here like this annoys my wife, I could just drag it around back. It's light enough, especially now that all this crap's off it, that it's easy to move. By the way, the mower deck, I was amazed how thick this is. It's in really nice shape. The blades are in really nice shape. But I'm amazed how thick this thing is. It's probably as thick as the Kubota deck. So the belt, this belt looks like taking the mower deck off was not trivial. It was really kind of a pest to fight it, to get it off. I imagine it's going to be a true joy to get it back on too. Probably what I'll do is pressure wash it and clean it up before I'll bring it off to the car wash before I put it back on. You guys could also see the belt here, not in great shape. I should probably change it out. Right? More money. So, yeah, the only thing wrong with this that I've noticed as I've been poking around is the rear end's blown. Other than that, it appears to be in very, very good shape. So, given that, unless this rear end is impossible to dig up, and I'm not thinking so, I should be able to get it back in shape and get it running. I have to go through the horde and see what other rear ends I have floating around, particularly the one I'm thinking about. I have a Murray tractor that a friend of mine blew up. He let it run out of oil. Rocket scientist thing to do, by the way, letting a tractor run out of oil like that. But he did, and it blew up. Motor go bang right through a rod. But that he didn't have too many miles on, and the transmission on it, given once again the low mileage, I'm thinking that would be a really good candidate to use for parts for this whole affair, if that'll fit. I don't know. Murray, which is made by MTD, I don't know where they got the rear ends from. Tecumseh, the Peerless division, I know Tecumseh's gone, but I don't know if the Peerless rear end division is still around out there. Once again, I don't know if this was a common rear end or it's a 5-speed with reverse. It's not hydro, obviously, so it's just 5 in a row with reverse. Some of the Sears stuff had 6 and 7 speeds transmission, so once again, I don't know. I'm really kind of surprised this transmission cracked. There are guys out there, Fearless Front and a bunch of his buddies, who actually rock climb with these transmissions. They beat the living hell out of them. I mean, they take them out in the woods and really beat them hard, and they don't break them. So I'm really surprised this one let go. My boss, I mean, he's probably around 220. He's a little taller than I am, 2 and a quarter maybe. He's not huge, 230, 240. He's less than 250. You know, maybe pulling that log splitter is what blew it up. But he didn't pull it that much. I mean, you know, you would only take it from the garage down the driveway where his wood pile is and then drag it back up the driveway back to the garage. It's not like he went off-roading with a log splitter on the back of it. I don't know. I don't know how he destroyed it, but it's gone, obviously. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing. We'll catch you on the next episode of The Horde. Till then, remember to keep your tires down, your heads up, and enjoy every day. Bye now.